Hello students, thank you for joining me again. We're gonna continue talking about metabolic um, weight loss. So, very low calorie diets. We were talking the other day about very low calorie diets and for how long we should be doing one. The truth is that when you're doing a very low calorie diet, what you're doing is you're depriving the cells of the nutrients they need. And but you're also helping your body to burn sugar instead of um, fat. Um, your body will always tend to burn fat first, but because you have an excess of sugar, what you want to do is help your body to burn sugar first. So ideal weight loss is about 1 or 2 pounds a week. More than that in the long run is ineffective and dangerous. These are diets that have been between 500 and 800 calories, and this is done for the first 40 days or so to produce something called ketosis and burn the bad fat that you already have stored like a bear inside your body. Please check with your doctor if you are diabetic or suffer from anemia and other conditions, as these might not apply to you. Make sure that you do a fat or weight analysis with your doctor or nurse. The analysis will show you several things, such as your metabolic age, how many calories are you eating now, how much of your mass is water, bone, or muscle, what percentage of the body is hydrated, what percent of fat is around your visceral or vital body organs, such as the bad fat. Nutrition is extremely important, so we're going to talk more about in later pages about nutrition. Right now, the first thing we need to find out is why you keep eating or why you cannot lose weight. There are several variables here: genetics, blood type, habits, self-talk, your past baggage, and of course your reality or distortion of the true reality, and how do you see yourself. As you can see, I have a list here. These are some of the things that I love to eat. Remember, on the list above, it's not good to take all away at once. Try taking away one of the items of the list above to see how you lose weight or how easy or difficult it will be for you for like a week. Then confuse your body system and switch another one for another week. And then another one for another week. So on week 1, you take 1 away. On week 2, you take 2 away. On week 3, you take 3 away. I hope that you follow what I'm saying. If you try to cut everything at once, it will not work, because you already have built a habit on it. Remember, you always have to have a replacement. You can replace stevia with sugar. You can replace milk or vitamin D milk with almond milk at the beginning, and then switch to just stevia and black coffee or tea. You can replace sweet tea with hot tea with no sugar and only stevia, and so on. For endomorphs, any kind of bread, bagel, pastry, cakes, sugars, or grains are extremely bad for us and forbidden, because a little bit of that has to or makes our system to get into a halt in which they cannot absorb nutrients and also cannot get rid of waste. If you try to cut everything at once, it will be difficult. If you fell out of the wagon, that's okay. I always was worried about this. Everybody doing any kind of diet or when you're trying a new lifestyle is going to fall out of the wagon because you're just getting used to it. Just make sure you're not hard on yourself. But remember at least to choose a replacement meal or snack that has no fat or sugar in it and that is healthy. For example, oatmeal with blueberries instead of, I don't know, a hamburger, for example. Celebrate the little successes. Remember that progress is not a failure. The whole point is that we want to create a habit replacement so we can sustain this as a lifestyle and not just for a while. So we will also create a list of the things that you should substitute sometimes. For example, instead of 2% milk or cow milk, which is full of hormones, choose instead to buy almond unsweetened milk or even coconut milk. Try it out for a week or two and see if you're losing weight already. It is also helpful to have a little notebook. In the notebook, write the following: your weight goal, which is the weight that you would like to be. Your weight today, which is how much you're weighing today. Make sure you buy a scale. They do have scales that can weigh in fractions, because sometimes it might seem that you're not losing weight, but you're actually losing fat. And it might just be a fraction of a pound, and you might not be able to see that on the scale. Right now, they have scales that can easily be tied with your Fitbit or with apps that you can check your fraction of weight loss every day. If you stop as an endomorph eating grains, breads, and sugars, you will definitely see a change in your gut or tummy area and on your size next to your stomach, because you will not have any more problems with absorption. Most of your problems with circulation will go away, and you might experience less inflammation in your body. One important thing about a scale is that you don't want to wait every minute of the day just to double check. These will create frustration, and I don't want you to be frustrated. So make sure that you weigh yourself during the day and only in the morning, just after getting up and after going to the restroom. There's nothing more frustrating and depressing than obsessing about what your weight is during the day. These will not help your state of being. Also, you should keep track of how many ounces of water you drink. You should be drinking, for example, if you're at 180 pounds, you should at least drink 180 ounces of water a day. You should be drinking at least 10 to 12 times 8 ounces or more a day. Remember, without water intake, you cannot burn the bad fat and get rid of waste. In addition, if your cells are not hydrated, then they cannot work properly, which will help leptin to keep the bad fat and be more difficult for you to lose weight. Now, our tip 4 will be to avoid breakfast for the first 40 days. This was extremely hard for me. When I was serving in the U.S. forces, I always wondered why they waited until we did 2 hours of exercise to feed us. The reason is that when you do exercise and you reach your VO2 max, if you don't eat breakfast, and if you do high-intensity workout on boot camp for only 10 to 30 minutes a day, 3 to 5 times a day, then calories will keep burning all day long without you doing anything. So make sure you delay breakfast. Have a tea or coffee with stevia only for the first 40 days. Remember, we're trying to create a calorie deficit, confuse your body metabolism if you're an endomorph, and teach you about portion control. This is only good for the first 40 days. The truth is that longer than that, a very low-calorie diet will definitely hurt the cells. Don't use milk in your coffee or tea. Green tea is preferable. Milk has hormones that will make you gain weight. And no juices. I had no idea that my wonderful orange juice that I love to have every morning had so many calories and so much sugar that literally was actually adding weight to my body. Juice is the major source of problem for people that are trying to lose weight. Juice contains a lot of sugar. And I know that some people might want to eat oatmeal. Well, it is better to not eat anything for the first 5 hours that you're up. If you feel you must eat something and you want to cheat on the diet, eat fruit or eat oatmeal. At the least, you'll eat calories that are full of water and low-calorie foods, such as grapes, watermelon, that are full of water and are easier to lose and transform into muscle than calories that come from straight fat. If not, then you will need to reduce your day to a very low-calorie diet. In the next video, we're gonna talk about how do you see yourself. I hope that you're learning a lot about how our body works. See you in the next one.